Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Indianapolis Bolts Relocation franchise here on MLB The Show 24. In the last episode, we are coming off of maybe the most important episode we've ever had. No, it wasn't the draft. It wasn't the trade deadline. It wasn't even the playoffs. It was the almost trade of Shane Bieber. If you remember at the very end of the last episode, if you stuck around to the very end, I almost made a massive error in my trade. If we go up here to the transactions and the completed transactions, you'll see there's two separate trades to the Guardians. And that is because while I was looking for a trade for Shane Bieber, because I feel like adding Shane Bieber would be pretty cool. I think he's playing pretty well, so I wanted to add him to the team. And I was going through the trades, and I went to the suggestions to see kind of where the team was, where the Guardians were feeling, like who do they want. And I accidentally, instead of hitting circle to back out, I accidentally hit accept. So I made the trade for Shane Bieber, but I ended up giving up Sal Frelick, Abner Uribe, and Edgar Rodriguez. Three guys. Well, Rodriguez is kind of up in the air. Maybe I'll trade him, maybe I won't. But Uribe and Frelick are two guys that I certainly don't want to trade. So I was panicking, didn't know what to do, and then I finally realized, why not just trade those guys back to the Guardians, or trade Shane Bieber back to the Guardians for those exact guys. And the final trade I was able to do was we got Frelick, Uribe, and Rodriguez back, but I also had to throw in Alex Hall, because that's how MLB The Show works. You can't do the exact same trade for some reason. So I had to throw in Alex Hall. And we got those three guys back. So it's like it never happened, but it almost made me cry because I didn't know what I did. I didn't mean to. I definitely don't want to give up Abner Uribe. I know he's struggling this year. He's getting railed. He's getting absolutely bent over and railed. But he's got good future potential, which is why we're keeping him around. And he's very, very young. So I like him. And obviously Sal Frelick's having a really good year up here for us with 9 home runs, 28 RBIs, slugging .475. He's got a WAR of 1.7. He's having a very, very good season. So I didn't want to trade him at all. So I almost made a mistake, but I ended up fixing it, so we're all good. The draft is in 29 days, and I think today's episode will include the MLB draft. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else after that, but I think today's episode will be the MLB draft. I don't know where we're picking because we're the Milwaukee Brewers, technically. So I don't know if the Brewers, what draft pick they have. I can't remember, honestly, but I think it's probably top 15. I think the Brewers aren't great in real life, so I mean they're fine. But going back to that Shane Bieber trade, I went to Shane Bieber and I went to suggested trades, and now they're saying they don't want to trade me. We don't have anybody on our roster. Oh, now you're saying that. I gave you Sal Frelick, and you're saying, oh, no, I took him back, and now you're all angry about it. Okay, I see how it is. If there was a way to get Shane Bieber on this roster, the problem is he's a free agent after the season, so it would be a rental, which is kind of what I was thinking last episode, because we got 40 wins already, so we're already trying to make a play for the postseason, and I was hoping to bolster the pitching with another absolute stud starter instead of having to rely on Alek Manoah in the postseason. And Manoah gets it down pretty far. Edgar Rodriguez probably helps a little bit, but I don't know if I have anybody else other than if I were to throw in Sal Frelick. I'm not going to do that. I don't know if I have anybody else that gets the job done. I can't trade Cole Young because he's injured. Can't trade Mondesi because they don't want Mondesi. Tyler Black doesn't even go through. Rosa Reyna doesn't even go through. Dylan Cruz, Churio doesn't go through. Drew Jones. I mean, Shane Bieber, we might just have to wait till he comes up as a free agent. But I was hoping we could get him for the postseason to try to bolster that starting lineup, that rotation. But we'll have to wait a little bit further. Maybe gets closer to the trade deadline, like next episode. Maybe we make a move for a starting pitcher to help the team. But right now, we're going to finish the month of June and get to the MLB draft. So let's get started here with some simulation. We got a 3-game set against the Reds. We got some scouting to do. And speaking of, Abner Uribe is on the mound, top of the 9th in a dangerous situation. India's on second. Christian Christian Encarnacion Strand, CES, is at the plate. We're up by 1. You know what? Let's go help Abner Uribe lower that ERA a little bit. All right, CES is at the plate. Uribe's got 2 outs. All he's got to do is get this man out, and we can go home with a nice W. We've got a nice W just waiting for us. Uribe had a wild 24 hours in the last episode, thinking he got traded and then realizing he didn't get traded. Here comes the slider, and he swung at it. What are you doing, CES? You can't swing at that. That was a horrible pitch. But he chased it, and that is a swing and a miss. And the Bolts get another W to add to the win column. Uribe gets his 3rd save for some reason. I don't know why he was out there for the save. We have a good closer in Felix Bautista. I don't know why we have Uribe out there for the save, but whatever. We got the win, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. We lose the next game to the Reds, but now we have some scouting to do. Rudy Smoove. He is a decent stamina pitcher. He's 19 years old. He's got some promise, but he's not a first-round pick. He's definitely not a first-round pick. Then we've got Steven Trent, who could be good, but we need to learn a little bit more about him. And then Connor Hills, same deal. He looks really good, obviously, right now, but I don't think that's how it's going to end up being. So let's change out Rudy Smoove, find a new guy that we want to scout. Yeah, we have pick number 17, so I was close. We have actually 2 first-round picks. That must be a compensatory pick or something, or a competitive balance pick, whatever it is. We have 2 first-round picks being 17 and 33. So we can come out of here with 2 really solid players if we do our scouting right. And I might do Gabriel Santana. Let's scout him. We'll finalize the scouting, and we'll finish up the series against the Reds. And we have TJ Antone on the mound, Jazz Chisholm, Smooth Jazz at the first base bag, and then Randy Rosarena's at the plate. He's got 2 stolen bases and 2 walks. What a weird game for Rosarena, but we'll jump in and try to beat up TJ Antone. All right, Randy. You're 0-6 in the series? What have you been doing? Have you just been, like, getting up here and not doing anything? I know you got 2 walks today, but that's not a swing. All right, well, this isn't starting out very well. Okay. This is not starting out too well. I jumped in here for a reason, and that reason is to get a baseball hit. And that was not the hit. That goes to right field, just a little pop out. Rosarena's struggling right now. I don't like to see that. Hey, there's Ellie De La Cruz, Juice Baseball legend right there. Andrew Vaughn. Now, Andrew Vaughn's been playing pretty well in this series. I like to see that. The timing was pretty good, just I guess didn't get around enough. I don't know. The fact that Antone does not have a fastball as his primary pitcher, even in his rotation, is kind of crazy. And Vaughn takes a hit to the hip. Hip? That'll put the runner on first and second now for Sal Frelick. All right, Antone, you made a mistake. Let's see if we can capitalize on it. That's going to be a ball. Thank God. I thought for a second they were going to call that a strike because that got closer than I was expecting. 224 with runners in scoring position this season for Frelick. That's doing pretty well. He's not hitting horribly. And that's a little grounder. I don't think the double play is in play. They're going to try for it, but Frelick's able to outrun the throw. It's only a fielder's choice. So the runner's on the corners for the number 9-man Miguel Amaya. Not the guy that I want up in this situation, but I guess this is what I could go for a pinch hit, but might as well see what Amaya's got. Please pop in front of Benson. That's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate that didn't fall right in front of him. Do we get the win? Alexis Diaz is on the mound now, trying to shut the door on us. Riley Green, one of my favorite players in this team. We'll see what we can do against Alexis Diaz. He's known to be inconsistent at times, but it's not going to matter because that's a double play. That was a real good pitch, too. That was right down the middle. It was good timing, and I just grounded it for some reason. But now it's the Juice. If you're wondering what the heck Juice is doing in here, go back and watch the beginning of any of the earlier episodes. I go into a little bit more in-depth explanation on what this series is all about. And that's a Red win, so that's unfortunate. We lose 2 out of 3 against the Reds in this series. Scooble got the loss, 4 earned runs through 6 innings. Okay, Scooble, a little scary there, but that's all right. We got a 3-gamer against. Oh, Cole Young's finally back. Good news for that. We got a 3-gamer against the Angels now, and we are about to get swept. But Riley Green's at the plate with the bases loaded. We got to try this. I have hit for the cycle with Riley Green in this series. So maybe I can hit a salami. The salami's on the table. Let's take it. Not that pitch, though. Not that pitch. Jose Cisnero is on the mound for the Angels, trying to keep this game from getting out of hand. It is 1-1 top 7, and he's trying to pitch me out of the box here. Think I'm encroaching on the plate? What are you thinking here? Come on, Riley. I need a big swing from you. Riley Green! No! The reflexes of the first baseman. Is that Miguel Sanu? Oh, what a grab from him. He should be a DH. Did I just see that Juice was 0-11 in this series? What is Juice doing? 0 for 11? You're the face of the franchise, Juice. What are you doing? You can't be 0 for 11. Hitting 197 with runners in scoring position. Juice! That's unbelievably bad. Oh, and it's just going to get worse. Thank God that goes into foul territory, or into the stands, actually, because that was a horrible swing. That would have been a ground out. Come on, Juice. I need a big swing. Give us the lead. Juice puts that into the air, but it's not going to be deep enough. That could have been the salami. And yet it's just a big, loud out. Unfortunate. We had the bases loaded, 2 opportunities to hit a home run, and we couldn't do anything. At least even put the ball in play. Luckily for us, we do score. Wow, we put up 6 extra runs after we got out of that simulation. Santos gets the win. Arozarena hit a home run and 2 doubles. So we avoid the sweep against the Angels, but we're starting to slip a little bit. The Pirates are right there with us. They're a game back, a half a game back, actually. They are a half a game back of us. I'm a little bit worried. We don't play the Pirates until the 9th through the 11th in July, so we still got a little bit of time before we play them. Now it's the opposite. Uribe is in a dangerous situation. The game is tied against the Padres. You know what? I believe in you, Uribe. Amaya hurt himself. And did we get the win? No, we lost the game. Why are we losing so many games? Garrett Crochet's on the mound. Chisholm's injured now with a strained pectoral. I'm starting to get a little worried here. Crochet's back on the mound again. This time, Profar's at the plate. I can take Jerks and Profar. If there's one thing I know in this world to be true, it is I can take Jerks and Profar and make sure he doesn't do any damage. Bottom of the 8th. Runner on second, but Garrett Crochet pitching around Profar right now. I'm not really sending these pitches to the... Oh my God, Profar. I'm not really sending these pitches outside the zone. They're just not going in the control that I need them to be. And now we've got it to a 3-1. This is a dangerous situation. I guess I was wrong about Profar, but he stares at a slider. Do I break out the circle change again? I might have to. Here it comes. Circle change on Profar. He pops that to foul territory down the right field line. We'll go back to the slider because he just stared at it last time. He swings, Juice is on it, and that's out number 2. He does move the runner to third, so we're in a little bit of a dangerous situation here for Jose Azocar. Nice, strike 1. Cal Raleigh likes it. Here comes the circle change. Ooh, bad location on that one. Bad location on that one. Here comes the slider. Oh, that's down the first base line. Vaughn grabs it. No damage done. Out of the inning. Good job from Crochet. Can we get the win? Yes, we do. We hold on for the W. Josiah Gray is the player of the game. 7 innings, 4 strikeouts, 1 earned run. All right, Josiah. Like to see that. And they actually gave Batista the save that time. That's nice. Today's another scouting day, so we will know. Ooh, Gabriel Santana has 82 to 92 potential. His overall dropped significantly, but he doesn't look bad. I don't know if he's probably, if we're going to take him, he's our second first-round pick. He's like pick 33, I'd say, which happens to be what his draft rank is for Major League Baseball. He looks like he could be a solid pitcher. He's not going to be great right off the bat, but he's got decent potential. Steven Trent, 5'8" shortstop, doesn't look like he's going to be too much. And then Connor Hills, we don't know fully what he is, but he could be solid. I doubt those projections stay where they are. We're going to move Steven Trent to get somebody new in here. And that new person is going to be maybe Willie Cabrera. He's just a speed guy. Why can't I find a guy that's got crazy power? Does that just not exist in these drafts? Oh, maybe I was wrong. Ivan Corona, 6'5" first baseman. I might draft this dude just because he's 6'5". You know what? I spoke too soon. We're scouting Ivan Corona. Absolutely. Let's keep simulating, though. Amaya's back healthy. End of the first Southern League first half. Let's get through the series against the Rangers, and they swept us. What is going on? We have fallen to 45 and 37. now we're a game back of the Pirates for the lead in the Central. I don't know what's happening here. We're losing way too many games. We are suffering a few injuries, but we're like losing way too many games. Did I forget to take Gabriel Santana out? Oh, that was a waste. Okay, so the power still looks good for Corona. He's definitely going to be on my big board. That's for sure. Gabriel Santana, I might have forgotten to take him out. I might have wasted a week or a couple days of simulation. Let's find somebody new. Let's find somebody new that we can scout. It could be a relief pitcher. I never scout relief pitchers, but maybe we should. They usually have decent final ratings. Benito Soto, 6'3", 22 years old, from Mexico. Could be something. Randall Webb. He's 6'2". He's 20 though. He's a little bit younger. And then Danny Davis. I want to get both of them. One of them, Danny Davis, opted out for his doctor exam. I'll scout Randall Webb, but I don't want to forget about that Danny Davis guy. I'd really prefer to get some wins here. Zach Gallen on the mound. He's got a complete game shutout going. Let's help him. We got a big losing stretch we're on right now, and I'd really prefer to get that off and start getting a winning streak going here. We'll have to see what we can do. Here comes the cutter. It's Brenton Doyle, 9-1-2 for the Rockies, as they try to get a run so they don't have a complete game shutout against them. Here comes the knuckle curve. Somehow he made contact with that. Kudos to you. But we'll go away off the plate with a slider here. He's not going to be able to hit this. No chance. Nope. Oh, he hit it. I thought he went right past it. You know what? Touche. Touche, Brenton Doyle. That one you couldn't hit. The circle change. You go down swinging. Out number one. That's his 5th strikeout. Brendan Rodgers, the leadoff man for the Rockies, coming up here. And he sends that ball to... Wow, okay. I thought he got a little bit more on that one to right field. Luckily for us, Riley Green's back there to make the grab. And it's Charlie Blackmon, the veteran. 0 for 3 tonight. He stares at a first pitch fastball for strike number 1. Here comes the cutter. Hardly know her. And he fouls that off. Okay. What do we have that goes opposite? I don't think we do. I'll have to give him the circle change. Here comes the circler. He doesn't chase it. That's the veteran for you. That's the good eye. But I bet he chases the knuckle curve. You can't handle the knuckler. Oh, he went after it. He got a piece of it. Charlie Blackmon's got a real good swing. So it makes sense he'd be able to time that up. He hits the cutter, grounder to shortstop. The play from Perdomo, and it's a ball game. A complete game shutout for Mr. Gallen. He allowed 1 hit. It was a 1-hit game. Oh my God, it was close to a perfect game. A 1-hitter is crazy. But we finally get back in the win column. Our first win since we took 3 of 4 against the Padres. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, but now we got 3 more against the Rockies. Let's continue to get some W's. I believe in you. Nope, I shouldn't have believed in him. Oh, but this is bases loaded. I got to jump in. I got to hit a grand slam one of these times. All right, Arozarena has been struggling the middle part of the year here, but I'm in control now. I believe I can change his ways. And we're in Colorado. That helps. I'm going to send my man around, and he should be safe. He is. That's a 2-run advantage. 2-run RBI single from Arozarena. I knew he'd get his fortunes back on track. And now Smooth Jazz is up, and Smooth Jazz carries that to right field, but unfortunately, even in Colorado air density, whatever you want to call it, it didn't go very far. But that should have given us the win, and it does. The boys get another win, and we win the series against the Rockies. Another one for the good guys. Jazz did have a home run in that game, though. Trevor Rogers gets the win. Jazz is the player of the game. All's well that ends with a W. Owen Miller injured. We're getting a lot of injuries. Do we have crazy injuries right now? Justin King had a tough month. Dallas Keuchel struggled. No surprise there. Austin Meadows swung a hot bat in Double-A. Nice to know. Owen Miller. Okay, Owen Miller's playing pretty well. TJ Shook and Jason Junk had a strong month of June. Okay, so good news from some of the lower tier guys. Injured list. Oh, it's just Owen Miller. Okay. For a second there, I thought we had like a bunch of people on the injured list. Now we play a tough series against the Dodgers. Bases loaded. One of these times, I'm going to hit a grand slam. Here we go, Cal. You're hitting 199 on the year. I really prefer you to hit better than that, especially as my big-time catcher. But let's see if we can change your ways here. It's not a grand slam. It's not even a hit. It's a double play, and no runs are scored. I am a peasant. That's embarrassing. That's really, really embarrassing. But I get another chance here, especially with my man, the Juice. Top of the ninth. Let's get this done. Let's get this bread, brother. Don't swing that. I made contact with it. I tried to check swing that. Come on, Juice. I know you got it in you. I know you got it in you to hit a big-time bomb. It's just got to come. And that is a nice one. That'll tie the game. And we'll move the runner to third as well. Uh-oh, Juice has got too far. Juice! Oh, my God. What are you doing, Juice? I didn't send you that far out. Oh, my God. It's unbelievable. We tied the game, and now we have a chance to take the lead. We are in the top of the 11th. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. And Riley Green at the plate to do some damage. Riley Green gets the ball through right field. And that is a Bolt lead. Oh, Riley Green with a huge base knock. Good job, big dog. That brings up Bryce Terang for some reason, hitting leadoff for us. I don't know why he's hitting leadoff. I don't know what this game did to my lineup. But Terang will ground that to second base, and that'll be the end of the inning. But we might have done the job to get the W. I hope, at least. I hope we've done the job. Did we get it done? No, the Dodgers walked us off. It was an RBI double from Cortea. Oh my God, unbelievable. We had it won. It was 4-3. How do you let it walk? Garrett Crochet for some reason was in the game to shut the door. I don't know what they're doing. And Jazz like injured again. What are you doing, Jazz? He's back healthy now, but we lost 2 against the Dodgers. We are really just struggling. Ivan Corona doesn't have the potential, but I like this guy. I was asking for a guy that had power, and I finally found a guy that potentially has a lot of power. So I might just take this guy purely because of that. I don't know how good he's going to be. Probably not that great, but I'm going to take him probably just for that. Connor Hills, we're going to just take you out. I don't think we're probably not going to end up taking you at all. What position do you play? You're a pitcher. Okay. So let's start finding a new pitcher. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? There's a pitcher, Mick Galarraga, 6'1". Okay. What about Sean Dalton? Actually, wasn't there a guy that I wanted to scout? What was his name? It was something Davis, right? Danny Davis. There he is. Let's scout Danny Davis. Randall Webb, we're probably not going to scout, probably not going to draft, so we'll find out somebody new here. There is any other pitchers that I want to see? Herbert Fellows? Let's probably draft or scout a guy that's a little bit further down the board here. Maybe it'll give us better luck. Doug Gardner. Rufus Ball? What a legendary name. Jung-Woo Cho? Omar Costa. Who else is down here? Manuel Navarro, Rory Cummings, Joe McGinnis. I don't really know. I don't really know who I want to scout. Maybe it should be Benito Soto. I looked at him before, but he's 22. I don't know if I want to go for that. Javier Samuel, 6'1". Let's scout Javier Samuel. We're not going to be able to finish these guys, I don't think. Oh, I can take Corona out as well. These are going to be the guys, the final guys that we can scout, because I think the draft's coming up within the next week. So these will be the final guys that we're going to be able to scout. Is there one more position player that I want to take a look at before we call it a draft? Darren Flint, 5'10". Eduardo Rodriguez, he's only 5'8". Ray Marino. Okay. Darryl Brown. Jamie Zuniga. Pedro Vergara. Pedro Vergara, 5'9". He's going to be really bad regardless of how much we scout him. But he has decent potential. I think that we're not going to find anybody too great as the farther we go down here. And that's the obvious thing. Like, you're not going to find any studs this deep down. It's not how it works. Not all the time, at least. Christopher Clemens. Horacio Guerrera. I don't even remember this guy. He looks really defensive and really good speed-wise. Enrique Castro. Oh, hello. Alvaro Velasquez. I definitely don't remember scouting you, but you look like a speed demon. Let's find out a little bit more about you. He looks like a burner. The draft is in 6 days. We got swept by the Dodgers. Please, let's get some wins against a triple for Christopher Morel. I don't know if I can do that. We got the win, 9-3. Let's get some wins against the Pirates, please. Okay, we took 2 of 3 against them. That'll help us a little bit. But now the Cardinals have jumped into the competition. This isn't good. This is not good at all. Let's sim to draft day. We have bases loaded for a Rosarena. Oh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. All right, they're bringing on Mason Thompson. Randy Arozarena has a chance for the salami. At this point, I would just prefer to get in a couple RBIs so we take the lead. We are finally at home. I feel like we haven't been at home for a while. Come on, Randy. I need you to do something for me. Just put it in the outfield like that, and that should score 2. That should give us the lead. Randy Arozarena finally did something. He's been struggling all season, and he gets a nice 2 RBI single and gives us that 5-4 lead. Exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed. Jazz with a big swing and a miss on that slider. Very big swing and a miss. But that's okay, because I got game. Right there, Jazz, that's a homer. What are you doing, Jazz? You're hitting 136 with runners at scoring position. Why are all my players sucking with runners at scoring position? No wonder we're losing a bunch of games. We can't score any runs. All my guys suck. Okay. Whatever, big dog. I can't believe I missed that. What was that, circle change or something? Yes, I missed a circle change right down Main Street. In the short porch over and right, that could have been gone. Gonzo Alonso. Come on, Jazz. I need you to do something here. Please hit the baseball and put it in play. Smooth Jazz. He did exactly what I wanted. Why couldn't that have been bases loaded? Santa Maria. Jazz Chisholm with the 3-run shot to right field. No doubt about it. Thank you, ma'am. 8-4. The Bolts have a commanding lead. And now all we got to do is hold on. Now all we got to do is hold on. And this Mason Thompson guy, he's got no confidence left in that arm. Although he's going to get confidence back if I'm swinging at pitches like that, that's for sure. Come on, Vaughn. Get her done. Get her done. Oh, that's a horrible swing. Did I make contact with that? I must have. I don't know how I did. I must have just got the tip of it. Tip? Oh, I put that into play. Get over the shortstop, the second baseman. It does. It's going to go into the gap as well. It's going to be an extra base hit. If Andrew Vaughn was faster, he might have been able to make that into a triple. Probably not, though. That'd be tough. But a nice little bloop double. I'll take that. And they pull Mason Thompson for Dylan Floro. All right, big dog. What you got? He's got nothing. Oh, Frelick. All right, Frelick. I brought you back into this team because I believed in you. Don't let me down. He's hitting 222. Isn't that better than what he was hitting earlier in the episode? I feel like it is. Frelick, little chopper. He's going to beat the throw. He's definitely going to beat the throw. Sal Frelick. Oh, that's a beautiful hit. That's a picture-perfect little chop. That's a base hit. Runners on the corners. And now it's time for Bryce Terang. Why is this man getting so much playtime? I don't know, but he's got himself an RBI. And Frelick's going to go to that. Got past him. Oh, my God. We've got inside the park capabilities here. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. We just got a triple. Oh, my God. The right fielder. Is that Stone Garrett out there in right field? I don't know who that is, but he took a bad angle, and Terang's got a triple, and we just keep piling it on. 10-4 now for Miguel Amaya. And Amaya puts that into play. That's going to drop in front of the center fielder. We're just destroying the Nationals right here. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. That's 11-4 now. And Geraldo Perdomo is at the plate. What's Geraldo got? He's got a little blooper into center field. That's going to drop in front of him. Oh, my God. We are just amazing right now. We're hitting everything. We're putting it all in play. This is what I want to see. And they pull their third bullpen arm of the inning. That's crazy. It's Matt Barnes, former Los Angeles Laker. And that's going to be a double play from Riley Green to end the inning. But, hey, we did an amazing job in that seventh. That was crazy. That should be the ball game regardless of what happens. There's no way they should come back. And they don't. We hold on for the big-time W. And we even hit more stuff. Chisholm hit an RBI single, and Frelick hit an RBI or a sac fly RBI. So we even got more runs than we had. Jazz with the home run and the 4 RBIs, even though it was not the grand salami I needed. That's okay, because that was still pretty awesome. And now we should be at draft day. So sim to the draft. Evan McKendry is injured. That's okay. Today is the All-Star Futures game. That's okay. Sim to draft. Auto-utilize that. Go to the draft. Here we go. Add prospects. All right, let's get all the guys that we have scouted. So if we're going to scout, who are we going to scout with the number 1 pick? Or who are we going to draft with our number 17 pick? I don't really know. We've got Robert Ramirez, who looks pretty solid. Jose Lantigua also looks pretty good. Ray Segura, I like. Drew Gray, I like. Sassone, I really like. Zapata is probably not a first-round pick, but looks pretty solid. Gabriel Santana looks pretty good. Varela looks good. Have I been calling him Valera? Varela looks pretty good. Javier Samuel, Bobby Shepard. Bobby Shepard looks really intriguing. He's not going to have the greatest potential, but he looks really intriguing. I might see if I can grab him in the second round. I don't know. There's Danny Davis. We only got him to 50%, but we might take a flyer on him. Guadalupe Gomez Phelps. I forgot about this dude. He looks amazing just because of the name alone. Rich Mateo, Rudy Smooth. There's Corona. I definitely want to grab this guy for the power. Randall Webb. Velasquez we didn't get fully, but he does look like he's going to have the speed. Interesting. Then Connor Hills, Steven Trent, Kevin Bradford, and then we're back to the top. So I want to put Lantigua on the draft queue. I want to put Ramirez on there, Segura, Drew Gray, and Sassone. And then I want to put probably Danny Davis, Guadalupe, Corona, Velasquez, because he's a speed guy, right? Yeah, he's a speed guy. And then just probably everybody else after that. So let's just add everybody else after that. But those are going to be my top guys that I'm kind of leaning towards. But as long as we can get a couple of these guys, I feel like we're going to have a really good draft. If I can come away with a few of these guys that I have on my board, then I feel like we're going to have ourselves quite the good draft. And that's everybody that I've scouted on my list. So we've got our guys. I don't know who we're going to take at pick number 17, but we'll just have to see who everybody else takes, the first 16. So let's go to the draft and find out. Year number 1, Major League Baseball draft is underway. The Guardians have the first pick. Who are they going to take? They will take a man named Sean Santana, number 5 in Major League Baseball board, number 6 on our board. Don't know too much about him. We only scouted him 10%, but the Guardians must have liked him. Up next, it is the Reds take Kevin Vasquez. We got him to 10%. He looks good. He's probably pretty good, but again, we were never going to draft him because he was like top 2, so we didn't scout him at all. And then we've got this guy, the 3rd pick. Is this the Rockies? Who is this? It is the Rockies. Kevin Gomez, the number 1 player on the board, goes 3 to the Rockies. Maybe they got themselves a stud, but he did opt out of his doctor exam, so you never know. And now we're up with the A's. then the White Sox, then the Royals. So the A's, they will grab somebody. Ricky Ruiz, they took till the very last second. We didn't scout him. He was number 3 prospect. As long as everybody on my board stays on my board, we should be pretty good. There goes Craig Martinez. Nice mutton chops connecting to a mustache. I like that. He's number 8 on our board. Now the Royals are up, and the Royals will take Thomas Valentine, number 11. Okay, nice little starting pitcher. Cardinals, Angels, Pirates. Cardinals take Robbie Almanzar. Almanzar? I don't know. It feels weird to say that. Almanzar. Almanzar? I don't know. Nice right fielder prospect. Drew Hand, 30th in Major League Baseball. They must have scouted him and known a lot about him. He could be good. How big is he? He's 6'3". Oh, he's fine. Boone Crocker, legendary name. Could be a good catcher prospect for the Pirates. Who knows? But I want him to fail because he's in division. And he's injured. Ooh, he's injured. Interesting. Raul Zapata, the first guy off our board, has gone to the Nationals. He was ranked 27 across both our board and baseball. And Robert Ramirez is gone. That could have been my first-round pick. Okay, so now guys on our board are starting to get taken. We got to be a little worried here because we picking a few picks. And Jose Lantigua, oh, a lot of the guys are going that I wanted to take. 3 straight guys off my board. And my number 1 guy in Lantigua. Okay, there's Avi Batista. I don't know. But he goes to the Giants. Oh, that sucks. 3 straight guys that I wanted to take are all gone. Roberto Coronado, 64th in the first round. Okay. Whatever the Cubs are cooking. I don't know. Number 15 pick. The Mariners take Fred Kurowski. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. The Marlins are up next. Then it's us. Please do not take anybody else on my board. Please, 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 please. It's Jason Sassone. No! That probably was going to be my pick. Oh. 4 of my top prospects are gone before I can get up. That's crazy. We've got Ray Segura, Drew Gray. Oh, I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. I wanted at least one of those guys. I still think we can come away with a good draft here. I think it might be Ray Segura. He's 5'10". He's got good contact. He's got good vision. He's not the greatest defensive catcher, which is a little bit concerning. But he might be the best player that we can take here. Because I don't want to reach too much. I don't want to take a guy like Samuel. I feel like that's a little bit of a reach, especially at pick 17. And we don't know enough about Danny Davis. If we knew a little bit more about Danny Davis, I'd probably take him right here. I can't reach for Guadalupe. I don't think I can. I got to believe he's going to be there in the second round. I got to believe. I think it comes down to either Drew Gray or Ray Segura. Or maybe Gabriel Santana. One of these 3 guys is probably our pick. I don't know who it's going to be. Drew Gray's 18 years old. He's got really good pitch velocity. He throws a fastball, curveball, changeup, cutter, slurve. So he has a 5-pitch mix. His hits per 9 are going to be pretty good, hopefully. His strikeouts per 9, his walks per 9. His home runs per 9 are a little bit low. His control's a little bit... He's kind of a wild card. Santana looks a little bit better. All of his are more evenly balanced. He only throws 4 pitches. He doesn't throw gas, though. Ray Segura, he's got the potential to be a really good contact catcher. Got good vision. Just the defensive stuff really concerns me for him being a catcher. I think I'm going to grab... Edgar Varela looks pretty decent, too. I think I'm going to grab... Oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to grab... I'm going to grab Ray Segura. I don't know if that was the right pick. I don't know if that was the right pick, but I hope it was. I hope it was the right pick. And since we can't trade around or do anything like that, we're just going to simulate to pick 33 because that just gets it quicker. It's not like I can make any changes to stop any of my guys from getting taken. So Guadalupe is there at 33, and so is Corona. But who else got taken from my board? Rudy Smoove, but I wasn't going to take him at this spot anyway. Drew Gray, I would have considered since I was considering him for the other pick. Kevin Bradford got taken. Rich Mateo, Gabriel Santana. So a lot of the guys that I had on my board are taken now. And now we're back up at pick 33. You also pick again at pick 56. Is this where we grab Guadalupe? Do we think Guadalupe makes it to round 2? I don't know. He looks really good. He's not going to have the greatest potential, but he does look pretty good. But I don't know if I can waste another first-round pick on a guy that doesn't have a chance at 90 potential. And Javier Samuel has that chance. I think I'm going to take Javier Samuel here. We're going to draft him, and we just got to cross our fingers and pray that Guadalupe and Corona are both there in the second round. Please, please be there. No, they're both gone. Guadalupe's headed to the Whites, or to the A's, excuse me. Where did Corona go? There goes Danny Davis and Benito Soto. Ivan Corona, he went to the Reds at 50. I gotta make a trade for Ivan Corona. I need to get him on my team. Oh, it's unbelievable. Connor Hills is the only guy on my board left, so I might as well grab him. Oops, I didn't mean to remove him. Yes, draft Connor Hills. I don't know, feeling confident about drafting him, but he was the only guy that I had majority scouted. Oh, I can't believe both of them were gone. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. A closing pitcher. Closing pitchers are pretty much guaranteed to be pretty good, I think. Sergio Zamora looks like he could be a solid player, but at this point we're just like going off what we think could happen, what we hope is going to happen, because we don't have any of these guys even close to being scouted. I do remember scouting Mick Galarraga, but we don't need another pitcher, except for if it's going to be a closer, and I think it is going to be Sergio Zamora. I just want to find out how good he actually is. 80 to 98 at 20% scouted. I'm going to take the risk on that. Take the risk on that. Now we pick again at 97. We also have 4 or 5 Anderson. We got a lot more players to draft, so Dan Ozuna, I mean, I don't know how good any of these guys are going to be. I just got to take a flyer. I mean, Estevan Manuel, there's no way these numbers are actually that good, but I need to know, so we're going to draft him. Estevan Manuel, or Manuel, however you want to say his name. I got to know how good those stats actually are, but I don't want to take another pitcher. We've taken so many pitchers today. I just took a catcher in the first pick. There's no way Jay Sharp is actually that good. Mason Reyes, Freddie Watson. He's got good speed, but he's super short. Patrick Rodriguez is slightly taller. Eduardo Franco, we got up to 20% scouted. Okay. Elvis Tejada, that's certainly not true. But we're into the relief pitcher. I can't take another pitcher. I think I have to take this Juan Cairo dude. Let's take him. Juan Cairo, welcome to the squad. And then we sim to our next pick, 157. We have one more pick after this. Is there any other positions other than pitcher? Is there anybody else that has decent potential? Rob Diaz has 87, possibly. That's not going to be true, I don't think. Shortstop, Miles Urbina. Okay, then we got Marcel Martins, 5'7". Corey Lawson's also. Why is everybody so short? Drink some milk. I'm going to take Miles Urbina. We're going to take him because he has that potential of 90. It's certainly not going to be 90, but might as well take a chance. There's one right fielder left. He's really bad. He's not going to be good. Not going to waste a pick on him. Eduardo Franco, I'm going to grab. Simply because he's interested in signing with us, and we have him 20% scouted. So, Eduardo Franco, I took a lot of pitchers in this draft, didn't I? And that's the end of the first-year player draft. We have to remember the A's and the Reds. Those are the two teams that took the players I want. I need to get them. I really hope Ray Segura ends up being a good player for me, or I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be very, very upset. All right, it is all-star stuff next episode, plus trade deadline, all the goodies in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.